Hey guys, GameBoy38 here. Once again, we're back in Forza Horizon 5, continuing Let's Salva Scramble for this weekend. Last time out, we had the GMCs try and fail, and then Ford came back out of nowhere to try and fail, just like GMC. So now we're going back to Ford to see if any off-road truck is even worth trying. Because if they're not, I just won't bother for the rest of the series. So we do have a couple off-road trucks in Ford to have a go here. We got the Bronco, and we have the SVT Raptor. We are going to start with the SVT Raptor because just look at it. It is clearly the standout. Why is it so far down on PI? Well, the truth is it just weighs as much as the Titanic, and there's nothing you can do about that. Even with max weight reduction and no aerodynamics, there's no way to get this thing to have anywhere near enough points to get to the top of the class. Everything else, though, is here. Now, this is a unique vehicle in the fact that when I put on the centrifugal supercharger, it got it perfectly to 450 horsepower. But it was so heavy that it actually dropped PI. So this is naturally aspirated up to 450 horsepower. It actually has more torque than with the Procharger as well. But I don't know what that does to the power band. Maybe the Procharger would help very top end, and that seems to be what this track likes. We'll see though, we're naturally aspirated here. And we are basically a full handling build here. We got like max front tire widths and everything. I just need to not suck taking that turn, and that should be flat out. This is another rear-wheel drive swap tune. You saw these with the GMT Jimmy last episode as well. And that gives us a really good clutch. So we don't have to worry about shift time at all. So we can shift wherever we need to and not worry about losing wheel speed. This is a big truck. It does not care about the water literally at all, so that's great to see. We're not too fast. I would have to chalk it up to us just being so freaking heavy. But again, the water doesn't faze us in the slightest. This car does sound good. And this time I went up against the Jimmy on purpose because it's an off-road truck. And it's still not the fastest car we've had go around the circuit. That honor goes to the 302 Boss. I tried to just coast it through that turn. That did not work out for us. We have good grip, but with no rear wing, we obviously don't have rear stability. But it does give us more top speed, and I was hoping that would help us there. I guess it didn't matter. I think the play for this vehicle would have been to put in the supercharger and, you know, just deal with the extra weight. And also put on the rear wing. Even minimum downforce, a rear wing will help with stability. Yeah, here I was super worried that these trucks would dominate the leaderboard, and once they went, nothing would touch them. I don't think that's the case at all. That was a much better turn that time. Okay, I think maybe with tighter gears and that supercharger, we would have had a better run here. We would have been heavier. We would have been even lower PI. It would have been interesting, though. Much like the Jimmy, once we're off-road, it just doesn't care about any of the bumps or the water crossings. They do slide out a tiny wide without their rear wing, but it's very controllable otherwise. A 131.0 is the time for the Raptor. That's not even faster than the AMC Javelin. Huh. Now, it is true it weighed a lot, wasn't anywhere near the top of the class. Let's go for a vehicle that is at least at the top of the class, and is more like the Jimmy that we're going up against here. The Ford Bronco, up next, is quite different. It's another V6 vehicle. We've been on a long string of vehicles that were V8s. We had the one gap in the Mustang SVO that was just straight 4. But here, should be interesting. Here it is right here. Good torque, and it is 600 pounds lighter than the Raptor that just went. That should help. And it's also got a shorter wheelbase, so it's more comparable to the Jimmy. It's more modern than the Jimmy as well. I have high hopes for this car. I gave it a 6-speed gearbox instead of its stock 10-speed because we did rear-wheel drive swap it. No aerodynamics on this car. This is a different sound than I'm used to, I'll be honest. We have good grip, but we don't have a lot of speed. Well, we had good grip, but I didn't brake enough for that turn, I'll be fair. Third gear is first gear, noted. Okay. I don't think this will beat anything. We got actually okay speed. I'll give it that. But it's twitchy. How is its speed across the river jump? 105? That's actually not as good as I thought. Across the jump. Not too bad. Yeah, we're getting ultimate drifts all over the place on this track. We have a lot of speed. That is good. We just slide wide there. Dang. We're pretty close, I just need to not suck. Ah, we found the tree. That's the first time we found that tree in a while, to be fair. I just didn't think I would find it in this. I thought it would be better across the bumps than that. Better turn. Dang. Every time. This thing has no lateral grip. It just loves to slide. That's one thing that Jimmy had. You know, if I wasn't forcing rear-wheel drive stock engine, that Jimmy tune in front of us is spectacular. We've hit the rock every time, too. This thing just loves to go wide. It's a shame because it takes that turn so well. It takes the tight stuff super good, but high speed anything, it's just a drifty boy. Give it up for the Bronco. It's not got it though. Alright. It's time for the last Ford to have a go. Now, this last Ford, I made sure would be different. It's not a V8. It's not a V6. It's a straight 4. But it's different. Because, well, there's no other way to put it. It is a diesel. Yep. 2.3 liter straight 4 diesel. And it weighs a lot, but look at that torque number. That is far and away the highest torque we've seen from a compatible vehicle with this series. It weighs a lot, but will that torque be able to make it up against the Bosch 302? We weigh 1,000 pounds more, where we do have 340 more torque. So, my only concern with this vehicle is turbo lag. If we can stay out of it though, we should be good. We're ready to go. Now for a diesel, it does actually rev quite high. And we're above 450 torque for the entire rev range, so that's good to see. I was not sure when to brake there because of how heavy we were, so I was on and off quite a bit. This is such a big, heavy truck, it shouldn't matter what we do across the river and stuff. So that's good to see. How do we do for speed? About the same speed as a Vandura. That's not filling me with high hopes, I'll be honest. However, this thing is so stable. Even without a rear wing, it's going almost exactly where I want it. That was an ultimate drift though, so maybe I'm wrong. But if I can avoid doing that a lot, I think I got a car here. Good grip there. I'm concentrating here, trying to get a good line and stuff. But I'm just too heavy. Yep. I have good power. I'm just too heavy. The sad thing is I'm pretty sure this is a max weight reduction. Look out. We're planted. We have a great long wheelbase. We're not too drifty. A little bit drifty, but not too bad. Yeah, it's just too heavy. Despite how much torque it has, it's too heavy. Yeah, I'm bad here. I'm gonna give up on this lap. That's it for this episode. The off-road trucks just didn't have it, and I thought they would. I thought they would do better than that, I'm honest. So, the off-road truck's not filling us with confidence. We will go back to normality in the next episode, so if you are up for that, you can leave a like, favorite, comment, share, and of course don't forget to subscribe as well. Thanks again, I'll see you all in the future.